Hello and welcome back, everyone. My apologies, I'm mistaken. We were just playing a scrim here, so it's just 3 games. Even though it was a 2-0, we're hoping for a 2-1 here for WA. They come out on top here in game number 3. So we're back. Look at a little more League of Legends for you. Draft on your screens, as you can see. Already some bans coming through. This time the Riven band away. Sticking with the Mel band and the Gragas band. Meanwhile, Yi, Jarvan, and Nami, the same bands for Team Popo that we saw in game number 2. Now first pick here for Team WA on blue side. They're going to roll with the Amumu once again. The challenge, it seemed like, was someone having the Flash Cleanse. Ready for that. Long Cannons had the Zanyas, so just not able to find those kills on the carries in time, and just those fights going on for too long. Someone just about having a pentakill in that final fight. We'll see how this is answered here on red side. They like the volley bear, maybe the poppy once again. And it is a mystery champion. Lilia, we're being told. Lilia Varus. So 2 brand new champions here once again. Team Popo, we'll see. Either Warriors of Æsir will respond. Maybe what Icewing likes into Varus there. Already with the Nami ban, Supank has sometimes been the target of bans here, so I wonder if they do opt for... Yeah, okay. So Misfortune this time for Icewing, and I wonder if they lock in a support for him here now. Would be my guess, rather than having to throw Ulfbald on something. Although Ulfbald was banned in the second phase there of game 2, so we'll see. See if they either want to pick for Ulf here or maybe grab Supank's support. Okay, so they opt for the Aurora here. I think a potential flex pick. I don't know how much Ulf has played the Aurora. So I don't know how much of this is a mid-support flex, as it might appear to be. We'll have to see. And it depends as well what Team Popo thinks, if they are viewing that as a potential flex or not. So Vladimir locked in here. And I would assume that is mid lane for Long Cannons. I'm not sure if they're expecting that to be Vladimir into the Aurora. Or content with that being blind as we head into the second ban phase here. Renekton banned away from Mellow. Both top laners yet to pick, unless the Lilia top is coming out here. So Bard actually banned away from Chapada, so recognizing that that champion... I think, to me, it had more of an impact in Game 1. Game 2, there were some good Tempered Fates, but it wasn't like a non-stop barrage. I think some of the roams in Game 2 were kind of impactful. And banning a Lulu as well. Meanwhile, the Maokai banned away from Supank. So I think Team Popo, expecting this Aurora, is going mid. Picking the Vlad with that intention and then banning Maokai away from Sup, expecting, again, that that's not the Aurora support. We'll see as we proceed through the draft. So Leona locked in there. So Leona Varus bought massive amount of crowd control. And this is one of those where it gets into, I feel like Cleanse is so good against Varus, but I almost wonder, just because you get into this situation when if there's so much CC to Cleanse, unless the enemy team like layers it terribly, the Cleanse can almost lose value because you cleanse one thing and just die anyway, and then it's almost like you wish you had a barrier because you're just going to get hit by all this stuff regardless. Maybe you could have lived a bit longer with a barrier, but it really depends on how these fights go. I mean, if this game goes the way that Game 1 and 2 did, where Chapados is seldom in lane, and having to cleanse in that 1 versus 1 against the Varus can be big, but at the same time, Misfortune's probably going to have a pretty rough time with having kill threat in the 1 versus 1 regardless, because your ultimate probably doesn't matter unless you get Varus really low and he's just slinking away and you get a nice ultimate to finish him off. But regardless, you can see the Yone and the Rel locked in here. So the Yone... So this is interesting. So this Aurora is going mid for Ulfold, I think, and the Yone top for Mellow. I think that's what they're going to be doing. So certainly surprising me with the flex. Like I said, it wouldn't surprise me if Ulf has played Aurora a bit. He pretty much tends to try every champion. But I will be curious to see how this goes. Unless this is Aurora heading top with Mellow. That would surprise me. So a massive amount of crowd control here, and pretty good setup for the Misfortune. The challenge going to be the Vladimir. You know, going to be challenging to lock down. There's enough crowd control that you probably can get him as long as you layer it right. You know, he can only pool one thing, basically. So, again, a test of coordination for Team WA, which I think was a mixed bag there in game number 2. We saw some great fights, and we saw some not-so-great fights. I mean, I think that last fight was not necessarily played terribly by WA. It was just, like, played really cleanly by Salmon and Team Popo. And I think that just by that point, it was getting late enough in the game where you really needed everything to go perfectly in WA's favor for them to be able to win those fights, and it just didn't. Okay, so I'm going to shift this over here to the client view. Because as you can see, we are staring at Mellow on the Aurora. So I said that was unlikely, and I was wrong. Mellow is bringing the Aurora up top. So Aurora into Darius, which sounds really scary. I mean, I'm scared by just about every top lane matchup. That's why I don't go top lane. But when I have to, you hate seeing it against a Darius. The best Aurora players can kite pretty effectively, but we're going to have to see if Mellow can pull this one off, because looking a bit scary to me. So Leona Varus bot into the Misfortune Rel. Ulfold does get that counter pick of the Yone. Happy to take that into the Vladimir, it seems. So we'll be watching mid. And it is, of course, with the Darius going to be the Lilia heading into the jungle. Another round of brand new picks. In fact, 9 brand new champions for us. The Amumu, the sole returning player, there for Fold Mather. So, sticking with the Amumu comp, but an entirely new look in the rest of our roles. We'll see how the Warriors of Æsir versus Team Popo plays out here in Game 3. We head to a break. When we return, we hit the Rift. Once again, game number 3 of this Scrim set between Team Popo and Team WA.
To Summoner's Rift.
WA on blue side. And again, no crazy level 1 shenanigans in that game 1. We did see Icewing and Soupbank stroll right into a bush that Salmons and Chapados were standing in, and kind of went in WA's favor. Weren't able to turn that into a win, unfortunately, and we'll hope here for our home team to pick up a win in Game 3. They got closer in Game 2 than Game 1. Game 2 was anybody's game. Actually had, I think, got up to about a 3,000-4,000 gold lead. So very winnable. We'll see if Game 3 they can make that happen. A bunch of new champions all over the place here, so some good practice for these teams. Trying out some new looks. And Salmon and Chapados very conscious of a level 1 bush Wookiee, as they say. Now, okay, there's the ward, but Soupbank, oh, not able to find the stun there. Just about an even trade. Right now, it is Team Popo with the push towards level 2. They're going to have first dibs on that, and we'll see if Icewing can make that happen. I think you get careful. Level 2 is almost there, and now they're getting way too close. Ooh. Just barely able to walk away from the Zenith Blade, and now Chapados. Looks like Soupbank's the target, but won't get too much there. Fullmather is here. They're going to be pushed in. No wards yet. Fold is pretty low. And he's really heading that way. Filling up a bit now. In positioning for the engage here, Chapados and Salmon now suspect something. Fold Method level 3, looking for the bandage toss. Flash. Does not find it. Salmon flashes away from that. Now they're looking for Chapados. Zenith Blade back. Leona could be in trouble. Chapados took too long to flash. And the flash from Icewing will get first blood for the Warriors of Æsir. And that is going to mean, okay, flash here from the Darius, looking for Mello, who just strolls away, and looks like actually Mello had to burn his flash a little while ago. This looks like that might have been a level 1 interaction we didn't see. So 2 flashes burn, Icewing and Fold Mather. That could mean trouble, and we see that Tanker went in there and stole that blue Sentinel away from Fold Mather after he was spotted out bot, so get some payback here. Now Mello flashless, gonna be in a boatload of trouble. Fold Mather is far too far away to follow, and there's a kill there onto the Darius. Mather snags a Scuttle Crab in the meantime. Pair of longswords here for Icewing. Nothing yet for Salmon, who is flashless on the Varus, as is Chapados, who flashed but still died in that last exchange. So a return to bot potentially for Fold Mather. Could be in store. Mello teleports back top. And now here is another roam. Trademark here for Chapados. Looking, going to be spotted out here on the wards. Pinged out. I wonder if Soupbank will follow. You can see completely warded to the blue side jungle of Fold Mather, so that's being spotted out. I know he's not going to be quite there mid, but Chapados not able to find anything on the Ulfbald, who, along with Soupbank, are the 2 with their flashes still remaining. Ulfbald trying to cruise towards that level 6 so he can seal some fates, have that kill threat. Way more challenging against a Vladimir. Certainly. Good news for Mello is his flash. He will have a window where he has his flash. Darius does not. Now Ulfbald could be in trouble here. I think that threatened maybe a trade back, then just has to flash away. Now Fold Mather coming in, but with the Yone so low, not a lot they can do. So Ulfbald loses that flash there. A lot of angles here for Tanker to return. Ocean Drake maybe on the table too. Looks like Tanker just going to look bot, so they're going to find that. Little bowling ball connecting. No level 6 for tanker anyway, so not too much potential for there to be any follow-up on that. Ice swing with a slight lead again. Oh no, the Zenith Blade connects. Full Mather is here though, looking to turn it around on WA. They take down Jafado's flashless. The Leona, but full falls as well. Soundman now dishing out the damage. Ultflight coming in. Fate Sealed flashed away from, looking for a bit more. Not able to find it. Makes it a 1-for-1. So Full Mather was ready for that one, but the Varus damage was big. Supank looking. Salmon respectful of the Rel. Supank's got to be careful here. I mean, Salmon with the execute damage. I think if that connects, okay, but maybe baiting him in. Salmon has the barrier, but no flash. Looking for a bit more damage. One Murado does it. A 1-for-1, but it's so close. But that feat of warfare goes to Team Popo. Now looking for the Darius. This should be easy, even manaless. Mello able to find that one, and Full Mather making it happen all across the map. And Ice Wing is 3-0. Strong start here for WA. And Supank really baited into Varus there, but does lose his life. And, you know, because they aren't able to get that 3 kills, that's actually big. They will get those grubs, though, and nobody's taken a Drake just yet. With Icewing's massive advantage, shouldn't be too hard to set up for one of those, and then you're looking at picking up that first turret. Gold lead just about dead even here. Salmon with 2 kills of his own, cruising towards a Bork. Opal has invested a lot here, roaming bot twice. And unfortunately not getting any gold for it. Doesn't feel too good. We'll have that Fate Sealed up again, so we can hope third time is the charm. You can see Long Cannon's a bit of a CS lead just because he's been hanging out there. Ice Swing. They'd love to hit level 6. Salmon has the ultimate ready. Now, BG Tanker is waiting. As the level 6, there's the Zenith Blade, Swirl Seed onto 2, Ulfald trading mid, but let's look back bot. Under the turret goes Icewing and Supank. So now, okay, now Salmon gonna be the target, and look at that! The bullet time comes out into the Curse of the Sad Mummy! It's a massive fight bot for the Warriors of Æsir. Make it 3 more in the bank for Icewing, 6-0 on the Misfortune. And that's one of the most dominant starts we've seen from WA in any of these games. And we'll see, they'll turn it into an Ocean Drake. They may not have the feat of warfare, but 7 kills. You love to see it, WA fans. That Ocean Drake will go over uncontested. Full Mather there just in time. And crucially, Tanker had already revealed himself, and then not able to make anything happen there. Back into the turret went Supank and Icewing, and then the return fire. Supank with a big engage into the Curse of the Sad Mummy. Far from over, though, is this game. Team WA will be looking to build on that advantage bot. Yomu's completed, and half a... Let's see what Icewing goes for here. Gold Mather looking for the Vladimir mid. Wow. Some plates bot. You gotta be careful as a cleanseless Misfortune here. 6-0 or not, the health bar. Okay, but flash from the Darius here. Mello trying to get away. And winds up taking... Funny little flash over the wall there. Should be okay. Meanwhile, Ulfball trading here on to the Vladimir. There's the Swirl Seed, though, and Ulf is going to be in trouble. He's going to go down. Long Cannon's finally the first one mid lane to be involved in any kind of violence there. Fold falls to the Vladimir mid lane, and Tanker was on the way. Mello does survive their top. Flash for flash. Ghost is still available for the Darius, though. Gotta be careful. Especially if Tanker returns top as well. And Mercury Tread's completed here for the Darius. Mean Aurora is not going to sting as much. And oh no, Mello going to walk right in. Going to be slow. Ghost is here. Tanker is here. Mello just going to try to make it a 1-for-1. Dodges the swirl seed. A little bit more damage, but no! The Noxian Guillotine finishes off Mello. And that's another kill onto the Darius, and it could mean Void Grubs, because, yeah, Foldmather is still bot, along with Ulfbald. They're looking for a dive. Nobody is here to help. No teleports. Ulf has the Fate Seal. Not going to connect. The Make It Rain. Salmon goes down. Now Chapados could be the next target. He's going to be pretty tanky, though, and Foldmather is going to fall to that turret. Oh, no, he just barely lives. Man, with the turret buffs, I was sure there's no way he survives that one, but a little extra health, Leandries, and Foldmather survives. So 2 kills to WA, and both going on to Icewing, which is exactly what you want. And he should have a second item and change. We'll see what he opts for. BG Tanker again, seeing all the action. Bot is going to respawn top. Took down Mello and now takes 3 Void Grubs, so neither team going to have those 6. And as far as looking for the feats, not great news for either team. We'll see how things play out once those turret slates do fall. That bot lane turret is very low, so that would be first turret for WA if they're able to do that. I think the problem is you almost might want a Rift Herald for that, or else they can probably just do it with another dive, but you'd love to just have a Rift Herald and just blow it open. No Tempered Fate from the Bard to make the Rift Herald worthless, as we saw Chapados do in game number 2. It's going to be really hard to take a Rift Herald right now. Mello is having a rough time here. Top lane objectives have been decisively going the way of Team Popo. See Ulfbald down 30 CS there mid. The kill not helping things as well as all the roams. I mean, he's really invested himself into helping get Icewing ahead, so that's going to be the question. Mello able to slow and dodge away from that. Salmon, meanwhile, down 30 CS right now to Icewing's Misfortune, who has 8 kills, has the opportunity completed now. So going to do a ton of damage. I mean, Salmon is doomed here in these fights, frankly. But I think the question is, who else dies? You're really going to have to try to catch... I mean, Tanker can get caught. You can kill the Darius. But they're not going to die as quickly to these high lethality builds, assuming they get any kind of armor in. But they don't have any yet. But you have to think into Yone Misfortune. Some will be coming. Oh, a flash there from Long Cannon's looking for a bit more damage. Fate Seal dodged away from with the pool. Now Ulfbald looking to go back out of the turret. A little bit more damage. Tides of blood coming out. Ulfbald gets the shield. Buys so much time, but the Vladimir just sustains through it all, and Long Cannons gets the solo kill. Tank. Looking for something here, bot. I mean, they've got this super fed Misfortune. They'd love to get some fights here where Icewing can just do something with all those items and all that deadly damage he's got. No, this could be trouble. Icewing, they know Vladimir's there? And recall is coming through. Okay, now they're just going to chase Chapados out. Sure not even sure they want that Bandage Tusk, because that could just be a canceled recall coming through from Long Cannons. I mean... Okay, here's another flash. Once again, looking for the kill here. Stacking it up is the Darius. Flash by Mello. A little bit more. The Noxian Guillotine finishes him off. And this Darius, absolutely horrifying here in the top lane. Don't think he'll be able to take down that turret. Melo's teleport not up. Yeah, and he's not even looking. Just looking for a proxy for the time being. Melo struggling here top lane, and you can see Soupbank and Foldmather. I mean, they want to make something happen here. Icewing is 8-0. He's up an item on the Varus, but they have to get that big setup. I mean, that was such a nice fight there bot lane, but you wonder, I mean, you got to make that happen, what, at least 2 more times for this game to really be over? Okay, they find Salmon, Solar Flare onto Foldmather, makes it a 1-for-1, and the Chain of Corruption onto Icewing, actually, he's under turret as well. The Ignite, the shutdown goes to Chapados, maybe not the #1 person you want that giant bag of gold on, but you'll take it if you're a fan of Team Popo. And now Soupbank flashing away, but the slows, the follow from Chapados. Soupbank is still going to fall. Under the turret he goes, and Tanker gets that kill. And maybe the frustration coming through here from Team WA. They've got this Superfed Misfortune. They think, hey, we should be able to do something here. But just dancing around our Tanker and company. And finally, they lose Salmon, but too far. The Solar Flare and the Chain of Corruption, that crowd control coming out from Team Popo was just too much. I'm sure the turret did a lot of the work, but all of a sudden, 10-10 and a gold lead for Team Popo. 1,500. And just like that, the one-person Icewing that you're so happy about getting this massive lead, losing some ground. I mean, hey, that's not it. I mean, it still has 8 gold, or 8 kills, excuse me, 2.5 items. But you really hate to have a misstep and give away that shutdown gold. Again, yeah, it's on to Leona, but it's still gold in the pocket of somebody. I mean, the Leona is going to be in these fights. That gold just means that Leona is going to be harder to kill. And meanwhile, Rift Herald is started here by Tanker. And that should go the way of Team Popo uncontested. Traded for a Drake. So 2 Drakes now go the way of Team WA. Called 0-2-1 on the Yone. I mean, we talked about really invested a lot here, bot, to get Icewing ahead. But now long cannons the Vladimir. I mean, has the Magi Soul Stealer, so clearly feeling himself. And for another dive here, bot, it's Foldmather, it's Soupbank. Some ultimates are ready. Can they connect? No summoners here. Make it rain. Foldmather flashes out. And we'll see. Looking for Chapados. A bit more damage from Icewing. We'll finish it off. There's the double kill. Now Ulfbald looking for a Fate Sealed. Finds no one. Away he goes, but the Lilting Lullaby connects, and the Yone falls. That Rift Herald goes down, but mid lane, outer, and Team WA's mid laner die in a trade for that dive bot, which got 2 more kills onto Icewing. 10-1 now, completed the Cyrilda's Grudge. He's going to be a nightmare for Team Popo to deal with, but so is the Darius, so is the Vladimir. I mean, these are not necessarily easy targets for the Misfortune to take care of. If he gets the great setup from Soup and Fold, yes, it can happen. And the Fate Sealed, honestly, pretty conducive to that too. So as long as they get these fights, as long as they're not under turrets, well, under turret worked there that time, but as long as, oh no, Melo could be in trouble. Doesn't have the flash. Let's go into the Spirit Realm here, Melo. Oh, finds Chapados here. Everyone is top lane. Melo trying to get back under the turret. Could be trouble. Swirl Seed doesn't connect. Foldmather is here. Icewing is even here. Melo under the turret goes to Darius, and now he's going to take some turret shots. Icewing, though, could be caught. Solar Flare. Icewing in the opposite side of the fight you want to be. And now Foldmather the next target. Soupbank is here. It's a triple already for the Darius. Make it a quadra, and a total disaster for WA in the top lane. 4 kills on the Darius, and one of them was Icewing, the man with all the power in this game. They wanted to help Mello out, and they lose everyone for it. Well, Ulfald at least gets the flash out of Long Cannon, something back bot lane. But all of a sudden, WA is down 4,000 gold and 3 kills. And that's 7 in 1 Darius. Sure, it'd be a nice bounty to get, but you wonder how anyone's even going to kill him at this point. I know as an AD carry player, I've been in this situation many times. You may be very fed in misfortune, but that Darius is insanely strong. Now look at the damage from Icewing. Make it rain. Almost kills Salmon, but now he's going to be pulled in. Here comes Supek trying to protect his AD carry, but he's too late. Now there's no turret there. Mello and Foldmather are here. Maybe if it doesn't overextend, Foldmather can look for Salmon. Supek is already dead, though. Ulfald taking some damage bot. But you can see Icewing, I mean, thinking, hey, I'm 10 kills. I mean, I should be able to do something here. I'm so much stronger than this Varus. Yes, you are, but unfortunately, the rest of Team Popo was there to support. And the bot lane of Team WA full. Adakon has spawned, and that could be the next target. I wonder if Team Popo tries this immediately. I don't think so. Maybe look to get some control there. If they knock down that bot lane outer, it's going to be pretty easy for them to start up that objective. Mello got to be careful. Playing with fire here. Now they want the shutdown of the Darius. Curses had money available. Mello goes into the Spirit Realm, but too far away, actually. Icewing, though, can finish this off, maybe with one more auto, and there it is. Big shutdown right on the man you wanted on. Icewing takes down the Darius. Still down gold, but WA making a play happen there. They do lose the mid lane inner turret for their trouble. Now finally Ulfald has the Blade of the Rune King. You can see these trades. He's really landing well against long cannons. Oh no. He's healed himself back up, but everyone's going down bot lane now. We'll see. Okay. Dodges away from the Swirl Seed. Here we go. Lilting Lullaby onto the Yone. Oh, Fate Sealed! Dodged away from there by the pool. And now they're just waiting for Ulf to come back. And he does, but the rest of WA is here. Have they bought enough time? Make it rain. Tanker killed. Icewing flashes for that one. Now the follow-on to Chapato is going to make it another one. Yes! 13 and 3 now on the Misfortune. Looking for long cannons. The chase down. Ghost burned here by the Vladimir. Icewing is still looking. Okay, Salmon has the Chain of Corruption. Got to be careful here. The Darius as well. He may have died. There's the chain. They find Soupbank. They want more. I don't think they'll be able to find it. Adakon could be the target here with 2 members of WA dead. Long Cannons is low. Salmon has no ultimate. It's going to be hard with full Mather up. And yeah, Fold is still threatening. Oh, Icewing. Oh, Long Cannons is doomed here. Not even a chance. The pool. Well done by WA's AD carry. And now Teleport coming in. Do they want to start Adakon? Full Mather kind of positioning like he's not sure about it. I think they'd like to at least have Tanker out, or certainly the Darius. I mean, if he has a chance to start stacking up, get some guillotines and resets in one of these fights. He may not have the shutdown anymore, but he's still the strongest member right now of Team Popo. Long Cannons will have that ultimate when he respawns. I mean, WA not starting this means Vladimir will be back. I mean, no teleports on Team Popo is going to mean that these objectives are going to be hard to play around. They can't really afford to push waves unless they just sack objectives, which is kind of what they've done lately. And you can see WA didn't get the Rift Veil, but does have 2 Drakes and 3 of those Grubs. And now, that Mountain Drake will be the next target. If the Warriors of Æsir can pick this one up, they can threaten that soul. Still down a couple thousand, but I think the big question is going to be, can Icewing, can Foldmather and Ulf and Soupbank give him the setup in these fights? They cannot afford for him to die. You can see the Edge of Night. He knows that well. Doesn't want to get hit by a Stray Lilia ability. And they're not just looking for the steal. They're looking for the fight. Teleport in here by Mello. The rest of them are coming in. They got to start it right now. Varus and Darius are on the way. They got to start it. Taking too long. They're almost here. Tanker is coming in here. They're looking for the Lilia. Should be able to find it. Lilting Lullaby onto only one. Now they're looking for the Vladimir. Ulfold is coming into this fight. Long Cannons is so low. Full Mather. Here comes the Chain of Corruption. Gotta be careful. Fate sealed onto nobody. The Darius is free firing. He's gonna start with those guillotines. Here comes Ulf. Fold is already dead. Now Mellow. Icewing has already fallen. Supank, the last one standing. And it's disaster for WA. Triple kill for the Varus. And now pings onto the Baron. The start of it looked good. Tanker died without being able to do anything. But the Leona, the Chain of Corruption, just like in that botched tower dive, the crowd control was too much. Salmon and the Darius were able to free fire and started to rip through those health bars. And now it's a Violet Team Popo, and that could mean trouble for Team WA. Down 6,000 gold here at 26 minutes. They get the Drake at least, so that Soul, perhaps, Warriors of Æsir's salvation. But we saw in that fight, I mean, look at the kills here. There are 3 kills of these 18 that are not on Icewing. They do have that boots upgrade from the feats. Okay, now they found themselves a Varus. Icewing should be able to finish this one off. A little bit more, yes. Shut down for Varus. He's going to be for Full Mather, and now damage onto the Vladimir. Ulf will be looking. Fate Sealed is up. Not going to connect, but it gets him close enough with the flash. Still chasing the Vladimir here. The Make It Rain. Excuse me, the bullet time will finish off Long Cannon. So 2 quick kills here for WA. Caught out of position. Our Team Popo. Now, BG Tanker could be in trouble. Curse the Sad Mummy. Old Mather not able to find that second bandage toss. So the Lilia gets away for now. And now they found themselves a Darius. I think with 2 members dead, they will settle for the Atacon. I wonder if Team Popo tries to contest this. I mean, if they wait out the shred, I think that's exactly what they're going to do. Darius is looking. No ghost, but has a flash. In they go, looking for the seal. Flashing in is the Lilia. It goes to WA. Full Mather taking damage. They need a bit more. They do kill the Darius, and now Tanker as well. All they lose is Full Mather, and he has that withdraw buff. And now Mellow and Supank looking for... You really don't want this. Gotta be careful. Salmon has the Chain of Corruption. Oh! Mellow all of a sudden doing some major damage. The WA still down gold, but they find themselves a couple of great fights. They find themselves an Atacon. In this game, with all those buffs, just about even. 17 kills now on Icewing. Just a ridiculous number. But you still worry with all the gold on your AD carry, and with the amount of crowd control and the ability of champions like Darius, like Vladimir to get on the back line. Well, Darius can struggle with that, but I think with this amount of crowd control, he can just about waltz in there with a ghost. You worry if Icewing can stay alive here. Has his flash, crucially. And I think that's what you have to keep your eye on. As long as flash and barrier are there for Icewing, he's got that Edge of Night. Should be pretty safe, barring a major snafu here. And with those withdraw buffs, he can afford to die right now. Look at the Salmon. Fate Sealed onto the Varus. Summonerless, Salmon is dead. Now to look for Chapados, but I think Full Mather won't want to push this one any further. Lilting Lullaby just onto the Amumu, and there is the Curse of the Sad Mummy into the bullet time. Not able to find the kill, though. Mellow continuing to push bot, and again, no teleports. They can't respond to this. Just now, I think Tanker looking that direction. But he's really low. I mean, you saw how much damage Mellow can do. WA have clawed their way back into this one. They were never too far behind, but you like to see the proactive gameplay these last few minutes, but now Mellow could be in trouble. We'll have to withdraw, and I think probably we'll just have to use it unless he looks for something here. Maybe he burns the ultimate, and there it is. Okay. Trying to play around that, get some damage in, but just too much crowd control from Leona. Not a lot you can do there. There's an Aurora. And that's another kill there onto the Darius. Now, Foldmather, a bit of time in all these ultimates, by the way, and you can see, I think Team Popo may be aware of that, trying to get this Drake started as soon as possible. Meanwhile, Mello can teleport in, so can Ulfbald. I wonder if WA are content to give this up, or maybe Fold just looks for a steal. It kind of looks like that's the call. Is, hey, you know, okay, we don't get our soul just yet, but we don't have our cooldowns. They'll be coming up now. So just kind of unfortunate timing there where they burn all those and they get the kill, but it's kind of that time where it's just a little too close to Drake. I mean, you're happy to get those, of course. Oh, really? Major beating here. Solar Flare only slows Ulf, and now Chain of Corruption, Fate sealed, nicely done. Out he will go, and now Icewing chasing this Darius down. Not often you see that, but when you're at 18 kill Misfortune, you're allowed to do it. Make it rain. Maybe Supank over the wall, looking for the slow. Needs a bit more damage. Maybe, okay. Flash and Ghost burned by the Darius. Nothing used by WA. Ultimate was used by Supank, actually, so that's one tool that's going to be down, but we'll see. He's setting up for a Baron. You'd have to start it mighty quick. Mather looking. They have the bullet time. You'd like to have the Rel ultimate just for that extra setup. I mean, you never know. Something misses. Maybe the curse only gets Varus. I mean, you'd like to do more than that. So Baron not spawning yet. I'd love to have that Magnet Storm for that Baron fight. So there's a window right now where Team Popo can start that and not have to contend with a Rel ultimate or a Yone ultimate, but I don't know that they're tracking that enough, and I mean, it's going to take so long for them to burn through the Baron. I mean, Varus actually will rip through it, but even so. Not enough time. So WA now looking, pushing into that red side jungle, trying to make sure they maintain control of this Baron. Supank, sometimes the architect of the enemy team's destruction, sometimes his own. Crash down, used. It's a big cooldown. He's going to be pulled now. Supank has the Magnet Storm. They have to pull the trigger here or their support is caught. Only under the Leona they go, and now a fully stacked Darius. This could be trouble. Already 2 kills now. Here comes the bullet time to make it rain. Needs a little bit more onto the Darius. Yes! They're able to kill him. It's Mello with the kill credit, and Ulfbald is bleeding. He's burning. Is he going to fall? No, he barely survives. But now the Baron going to be the target. Yes, Darius dead, but there's no smite on the side of Team WA. I mentioned Supank, aggressive player sometimes. Okay, here we go. Flash from Long Cannons looking for Mello. Icewing barrier, not going to block much. Needs a bit more Tides of Blood. And he goes down. A shutdown onto the Vladimir. Ulfbald, though, contesting this Baron. It does go the way to Team Popo. Now Ulfbald trying to find 1 kill, and he can't. Salmon gets that one. And disaster at the Baron pit for the Warriors of Æsir. Once again, it's Team Popo who have had just about every Baron this series. They get themselves another one, and now they are up 4,500. Still hoping for that Mountain Soul. Team W would love to have that. Soup and Foldmather would be so tanky. Even somebody like Ulfbald is going to be diving in, would like to have that extra shield. We know Yone, of course, does not have enough shields already, right? Massive amount of magic damage here on the side of Team Popo, and now Supank could be in trouble once again. It's the stun there, the Long Cannons, and Mello and Supank able to get out of trouble for now. Cooldowns all back up for WA. Missing a couple of flashes. Crucially, Icewing burned his flash there, and the barrier still died to the Vladimir. There will be a window here. There's some fights. Okay, Lilpin Lullaby comes out, and this is interesting. Looking for Fold as Long Cannons. There's the bullet time. It's huge. Curse of the Sad Mummy. They find 2 already. Looking for more. Chain of Corruption. Salmon trying to get out. Chapados. The Darius is not even in this fight. The damage is massive from the Varus. It is Foldmather that dies, but it's a return kill onto the Leona. make it a 1-for-3 in WA's favor. The Darius is going to continue to push here bot, but I don't know if yeah, he's going to reset. Wolfball has so much lifesteal now. He's able to do that. And pushing down mid or WA. They got some gold in their pockets for that, and they want to get more. 25 seconds now. The death timer is getting longer. This is a longer game than we saw in game 1 or 2. Actually, I'm not sure what the time was in game 2, but it feels like this is a longer one, or it could go longer. A Mountain Soul tanker down for 10 seconds. You have to think Salmon and the Darius, they have to try here. No flash for a bit in the Darius. He can ghost in, though. Ice Wing could be the target. Flashless of Misfortune. He's looking. He's coming in. They've got to kill him. Supek not able to find that one. Edge of Night on the Varus. Already Sup is dead. Ice Wing, they've got to kill him. They've got to distance enough to Misfortune. Looking for the bullet time, but doesn't have it just yet. It needs a bit more damage. Everybody's dying. And now it's just Ice Wing alive. We'll have that ultimate soon. Okay, nice. And here he comes looking for the ult. Oh, he steals the Mountain Drake. Huge there from Ice Wing. 21 kills, as if that wasn't enough. Secures his team the Mountain Soul despite losing his support in jungle. Does enough there. But now it's 3 men down. At least Soup will be up in 12. No objectives to take. And with Salmon so low, hard for any waves to be pushed here by Team Popo. So WA staying alive here. Still down a few thousand, but buying time. Ice Wing, by the way, full build. Cruising towards 4 items are the rest of Team WA. Rabadons has come in here for long cannons. He's also has the Seeker's Arm Guard. We saw how impactful that was when he was playing Æsir in game 2. It's going to make it all the more challenging for Soup and Old Mather and Wolf to lock these guys down with all that crowd control when long cannons is that slippery. The challenge is going to be Salmon and Darius. These two, flash by Soup, Ice Wing. Bullet time comes out to try to dissuade. Walks away from the Solar Flare. Opal coming in now. And Team Popo has definitely gone way too far here. Tanker could be in trouble. Ice Wing trying to get away from the Vladimir. A little bit more damage. Oh no, but now the heal is coming in. Here's the Curse of the Sad Mummy, though. Just in time. And Soup bought enough time. Ulfold came in. And there we see the CC after CC. You can't dodge at all. Long Cannons only has 1 pool. Now, oh no, Mello could be in trouble here. Ice Wing is coming, though. Mello should be able to buy enough time with the ultimate here, looking for the guillotine. Oh, dodges away from it. Comes back in. And now might die to the bleed. Oh, and he will. And now Ice Wing could be in trouble. Oh no, this is a complete disaster. It's a guillotine onto Ice Wing, and he's dead for a minute. And you hear the hymns of Noxus in the background. Darius laughs. He finds 2 more kills to make it 14. And Ice Wing burns the flash, but still dies. And just when WA found such a crucial fight, Mello walks into the Darius. Ice Wing and Soup look to support. And everything goes wrong. And we approach 40 minutes now. The game continues 34-30 in the kill department. It's been a bloodbath. And Ice Wing still the most fed member of Team WA. They will have the Mountain Soul. They do have the assistance of those triumphant boot buffs. So that's a little extra effective power that no amount of items can overcome. This Vladimir is a nightmare. The Darius so hard to deal with. I mean, he's basically full tank, so he has the time to stack up those lead passives, and now he might look for a kill here on Mello under the turret. Got to be careful. The rest of his team is threatening the Baron. Mello can clear waves well enough, but got to be careful. He's trading pretty effectively right now, and actually Team Popo started the Baron. Threatening it. Ultimates here. Ulfold does not have the Fate Sealed. That's one big cooldown missing an Icewing, flashless. Long Cannons gets onto this Misfortune. Oh no! The flank coming in. They don't see it. I think Supank will spot it out now. Yes, they do. But the Baron's already begun. Salmon is ripping through this. They gotta go right now. Supank looking, Ulfold, Fate Sealed coming up in about 10 seconds. The Baron's low, 4,000. Long Cannon's coming in. Here comes Soup. The flash, they come in. Ulfold's stolen it. But now the fight. The question is, Icewing, can he stay alive? Tanker is low. The Vladimir is still firing. Chapados locking them down. Salmon and the Darius are still here. Fullmouth could be in trouble. Here's the Fate Sealed on the Vladimir. There's a huge bullet time coming through. Icewing, they're going to be in trouble. Oh no, the Chains of Corruption. But he's already doing so much damage. He finds 3. He's still alive. Cannot dodge the arrow. Now Salmon firing. Tanker still alive. Soup is dead. Mello, the last one standing. And he will back away. The Baron stolen by WA, but they lose the fight 3-4. Mello, the last one with the buff. I have to think the call there was, hey, preserve that buff at all costs. We need at least one person with it. 41-minute banger here. 38-33 the kill score. Approaching full build for several carries. We know Icewing's been there for a while. Long Cannons is close. I mean, he technically is full build. We'll see what he wants to do with the Magi. He has not had a lot of luck stacking that thing up. Darius is. And now that's full build for Salmon, so unfortunate news for WA. I mean, we talked about the buffs they're always going to have in their back pocket, but this Varus that they spent so much time and energy getting behind has now hit that late game point where he is so strong and he has full build achieved, so really just as strong as Icewing. And this Elder Dragon, the next target, and Mello actually burning the teleport there. And I wonder if that was needed, but just really concerned with the ability to eat through these neutral objective health bars with the Varus, I suppose. Mello wanted to make sure he's there on time. Waves are pushing out. The top lane is going to slowly push in, I think, in favor of Team Popo, so that'll be something to keep an eye on. But no teleports mean they can't really afford to have somebody there. Oh, but they will. They will do it. So they sent Darius mid, and now WA has to pull the trigger. They have to go in right now. There is the Bandage Toss. Going golden is Tanker. Now the Darius is still looking to push. Ulfold takes a ton of damage. Vladimir goes in. They're going to lock down and kill the Lilia, but that's not the most important target. The damage is massive. Chain of Corruption. Long Cannons goes golden. He's going to have a pool. Still is the Darius. Curses at Nubby. They find the Vladimir. Long Cannons finds another kill. Away goes the Leona. Down he goes. It's a double for Icewing. Meanwhile, though, the Darius finds himself an inhibitor, and now they want Salmon. It's an old aided carry 1v1. Oh, I'm not sure if... oh, Icewing almost dies there. I'm not sure what happened there, if Icewing thought Soup would finish it off or what, but this could be trouble. They got to get away from the Darius here. They need Icewing's damage, but he's dying to minions, and he does! Oh no, he never gets a shot of damage into the Darius. Here comes Mello. Has got to be the man to finish on the Darius. That's one guillotine down. Sterix popped, looking for a bit more damage. The guillotine, the kill. No one can deal with this Darius. 16-5. And again, a great team fight for WA. And again, on the back end of it, the top laner of Team Popo makes it a total defeat. 42-37 now the kill score. The good news for WA fans, Icewing's Flash and Barrier will be back up. The bad news, the Elder Dragon has already been started. Fullmather is dead for 15. Salmon's not there, but the rest of Team Popo are. It's Supank and Ulfold. They cannot afford to try to steal this Elder Dragon. And, oh man, this Vladimir, Darius, and Varus with the Elder Dragon buff, which indeed they will have. And that hurts for Team WA. There's no way they can win a team fight like this. They'd have to somehow kill this Darius and the Vladimir and the Varus all in one fell swoop. It's just too challenging to find that kind of setup with the way these team fights have been going. They've been able to find usually just tanker and cannons buying time. Enough time. And Salmon with the Edge of Night. They've got to find a way to pop that. Ice Wing is here. And perhaps bot lane here. The fate of WA will be decided in game 3. Make it rain. And the burn there from the Elder Drake. I mean, that was a stray tiny bit of damage. And already eating through Melo's health bar, forcing him back to the fountain. The engage has got to be lightning quick. Ice Wing's Edge of Night has been popped, and here comes the bullet time. Ice Wing taking so much damage. If they can kill the Misfortune, that could be it for Team Popo when they do. Long Cannons is still alive. Full Mather goes in, but he's by himself. It's already 2 members of Team WA dead. They managed to kill the Vladimir, but Salmon and the Darius come in and clean up the fight. And with the aid of the Elder Dragon, the Warriors of Æsir fall in game 3. And you see the massive damage from Ice Wing's Misfortune. 81,000, nobody even close to it. Well-rounded damage from Team Popo, but in the end, the Darius was just too much. Salmon survived long enough to have some crucial chain of corruptions and crucial fights. And Team WA falls 0-3 here in this scrim. And that's going to do it for us tonight. On a somber note, but we'll hope Lose is improved, learning, improving. Hopefully some wins coming at you next time. In the meantime, we're going to sign off for now. Have a good night.